I disagree with all of you.
You don't even know what we said.
Yeah, I've been watching Cuomo, and unlike you, I can absorb information. This has nothing to do with the midterms, zero. And the reason is so many things are going to happen between now and this time next year. And it's going to be a completely different country than it is now. Now, I can't predict which way that's going to go.
Then how do you know it's going to be a completely different country?
Because there are so many things that have to be decided. There are too many undecideds. And you can start with the Supreme Court ruling on the tariffs. You can start on that. And they'll rule in Donald Trump's favor because of the 1974 law that Gerald Ford signed into. And they have to. The Supreme Court can't change the law. It has to uphold what's already been in precedent. Now, they'll rein Trump in a little bit, but that will give Trump then a free field to see if in the next 8 months the tariffs can kick in to bring prices down and to help people. That's what the midterms are all about. It's about economics here. It's not about China. It's not even about Putin. It's about that. In Virginia, you can't read much into it because the Republican candidate, with all due respect, because I do respect her for running, was terrible. And the Democrats are much more motivated in the northern part of the Commonwealth because they hate Trump so much. And the MAGA people in the rural areas, they weren't, you're going to see that the turnout in Virginia was so-so. But the candidate now has to have sizzle, has to have pop. We've changed. Calvin Coolidge could never get elected.
Cool cow.
Okay? You've got to have some charisma. That's what Mandani's running on. Just that he, you know, if you watch the Saturday Night Live parody on him, they nailed him because he's walking in, I'm this, I'm that. He's got high energy, smiling all the time. And that means a lot to people who don't know a lot. And unfortunately, the Republican in Virginia was flat and never, ever caught fire. So I predicted that, one of the few I did predict. But if people think that tonight is going to give any indication about 11 months, 12 months from now, they're misguided, Cuomo.
Okay. I'll take your take on it. Let me put it to the table, and you can hear the reactions. Chris Stirewalt. Look, I would argue that on Bill's theory, Mamdani is the answer to Trump for angry people on the left. He is a guy who is seen as unconventional, super charismatic in a way that puts some people off, that some people resonate, hated by the system, wants to disrupt the system, and seems to be the enemy of the enemy. That's why I believe he didn't start the movement, nor did Trump. But he may become the mascot of it.
Well, the great thing about angry populism is it continues to break a system that frustrates people, which causes people to be more frustrated, which causes them to be more susceptible to the blandishments of angry populism. So it's a self-licking ice cream cone because nothing ever gets better, and the worse it gets, the more people are susceptible to demagoguery and all of that stuff. But I will say this, 8 years ago, Ed Gillespie, former chairman of the Republican National Committee, Easy Ed, a good candidate, well-funded, all of that stuff. He got 45% of the vote in Virginia, running for governor. Winsome Earl Sears is getting what? 45% of the vote in Virginia. This is it. This is Virginia says, and they said it last year, or they said it 4 years ago. They vote against the party in power. They typically vote for change. We should remember, though, that 4 years ago, Glenn Youngkin's victory was an upset. Terry McAuliffe was the favored guy. He had led narrowly in the polls, and Youngkin delivered an upset in a state that has gotten increasingly Democratic. But I don't think Winsome Earl Sears is doing a bad job. She's just getting the share of the vote that a Republican was going to probably get in Virginia no matter what.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.